Hi everyone, I'm Archana Vora and I lead the growth charter for India's young businesses at Meta across our flagship apps of Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. And I'm thrilled to be here today at the third edition of Business Insider's MSME Exchange. I have to say, as I was hearing the other speakers today, women entrepreneurs, soulpreneurs, D2C businesses, I couldn't help but notice how many of them spoke about the digital transformation of their businesses and about using technology to scale. I know I'm supposed to talk about the digital future of MSMEs in India, but hearing these stories today, I feel that the future is already here. It's happening as we speak and the stories are there for everyone to see. I can also so associate with the spirit and the drive of these entrepreneurs since we work with them very, very closely and have seen their significant rise in scale. So, whether it's Manish from Wow Skin Sciences or Varun from Mama Earth, we've seen these brands grow and thrive to be where they are today. We also know that the pandemic proved to be a watershed moment for digital adoption by people, communities, and businesses. But I think it's equally important to understand that when it comes to small businesses, they were already using digital in a big way, even before the pandemic. And that journey continues even after. Our survey on small businesses, it's called the State of Small Business Report, released late last year, showed that 55% of operational SMBs in India on the Facebook app reported generating a quarter of their sales through digital channels. This number was at 52% in July 2021 and 46% in Jan 2022. So it's holding pretty strong. I also believe that the ability to pivot to online gives small businesses tremendous flexibility and the opportunity to scale their business nationally and even internationally. Digital and more specifically, our apps give small businesses direct access to the customer. So that's your customer and you can reach out. That's one of the key reasons why small businesses pivot to online to reach their customers directly, quickly, and with minimal investment. In fact, in a Meta Commission study by Ipsos, it showed that 72% of surveyed SMBs said that Meta apps have actually helped them increase access to new customers. The same study said that more than half of the surveyed SMBs reported that Meta apps have helped increase sales outside of their country. And it's because of this ability to reach customers everywhere, from anywhere, that we're now seeing incredible businesses coming up from non metros and even from really small towns. In fact, among the 100 most followed business pages, with up to 2 million followers on Facebook in India, more than 50% of them are from non metro cities. And among the 100 most followed Instagram pages, with up to 3 million followers in India, almost 40% of them are based in non metro cities. So, digital is the key reason why India's startup revolution is no longer just restricted to a Bangalore or a Gurgaon or a Mumbai. We're also seeing more women kickstart their entrepreneurial journeys on our apps. In India, more than 60% of Instagram businesses who self identify themselves as women owned were set up since the start of the pandemic. Nearly 50% of female led businesses on Facebook were also set up since the start of the pandemic. So, when we talk about digital being the future of MSMEs in India, it also means empowering small businesses to go direct to consumer, to scale globally, to businesses from smaller towns and even rural geographies now finding a place in our homes and in our lives. It's about more women, more soulpreneurs starting their entrepreneurial ventures. That truly is the digital future of small businesses in India. And our role at Meta is to give these businesses the right and timely opportunities to scale and to grow. We all know that one of the key ways to enable young businesses is to support them with working capital. At Meta, we understand how critical timely working capital can be for young and emerging businesses. And that is why we have numerous initiatives in place to enable financial support for them. In 2021, we launched the Small Business Loans Initiative, a program that enables small business loans for our young advertisers through third-party lending platforms. And last year, we announced an expansion in the scope of this initiative to 19,000 PIN codes across India. With this, we now cover the entire country from where our small business advertisers can get quick access to collateral-free business loans at predefined interest rates from as little as rupees 30,000 all the way up to rupees a crore. Partly or wholly women-owned businesses can get an additional rebate of 0.02% on the applied interest rate. To address the evolving requirement for working capital by small businesses, last year, we also announced a new financial support feature called the no-cost EMI. The no-cost EMI allows our advertisers to pay for their ads in easy installments, which is pay as they go. And these installments can be spread over 3 months at no additional cost of interest to them. During the payment process, businesses can opt in for the no-cost EMI option. And if eligible, their interest to the bank on the EMI will be fully absorbed by Meta as an upfront discount. We believe that this is added flexibility and could help many small businesses manage their cash flows better without compromising on their advertising spends and related growth plans, which are critical for customer acquisition. Before I end, I want to acknowledge the challenging macroeconomic conditions that we're witnessing across the world. I know that this can be extremely tough on many entrepreneurs and many of you who are watching this program today. If I could share my learnings based on my experience and conversations with many small businesses, then it would be to continue to invest in acquiring new business skills and your own learning. The Ipsos study showed that more than a third of the SMBs reported that lack of knowledge or training is a difficulty their business faces in using digital tools. At Meta, we have multiple programs in place in multiple languages to support your learning needs. Our skilling programs and resources now reach out to more than 20 million small businesses across the country. We also partner very closely with the VC ecosystem through the VC Brand Incubator Program to enable young invested brands. Today, more than 650 businesses have been enabled in partnership with 18 of the country's top VC funds. I would also urge businesses to focus on the right products, keeping in mind the evolving consumer trends. Business messaging, for example, will help businesses optimize not just for the bottom funnel, but also the top funnel, but also conversations leading to sales, like two-way conversations leading to sales. Globally, click-to-messaging ads is one of our fastest growing ad products, and specifically click-to WhatsApp is growing more than 80% year-over-year. And lastly, continue to focus on measurement via self-serve A/B testing, or maybe even conversion lift studies. The right attribution is what gives the ability to scale and keep acquisition costs or CACs in check. It's important, though, to know that as your CACs or acquisition costs will increase or optimize as you scale, it may not always be proportional to the increase in spends. We know that each business is on its own distinct journey. At Meta, our commitment to India's SMBs and the startup ecosystem is clear. We want to enable businesses such as yours by building India's first solutions to address the unique challenges that businesses in India face. So SMBs such as yours can continue to harness the potential of digital while delivering extremely strong business outcomes. Thank you so much for having me here, and I really look forward to an action-packed agenda tomorrow.